the Light Master, Zachary!
Hello, welcome everybody to Fantastic Voyage. It's the small little victories. How's everybody doing today? How was your St. Patrick's Day?
I had a great one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Did you go anywhere?
It was all about family.
Yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Family?
It was a family victory celebration. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You guys, you didn't do anything with St. Patrick's Day?
I laid on the couch.
You laid on the couch? And you,
It was good.
good. You laid on the couch too? Yay! Well, we are Fantastic Voyage, home of the Improv. Improv, you ask? What the heck is that? I came to see an improv show, right? Improv, and this is what happens when improvisers write things down. So, we are unscripted, unrehearsed, unedited, unrefined, improv. But most of all, we're fun. So that's our philosophy, that's our particular brand of improv. We're going to do short form for you today, which that is we're going to get suggestions from you guys, and we're going to try to turn that into comedy gold up here on stage. It's not just me up here, there's those people over there. So let's give it up for Steve! Ray! Matt! Victoria! And that's, most importantly, Rebecca on the keys. Rebecca on the keys and on the box office today.
Multitasking.
Our first game is called Lego Stories, and how this game works is we're going to tell a story one word at a time. If they say 2 words, I'm going to call them out. If they say things that don't make any sense, I'm going to call them out. If they start telling a story that's kind of boring, I'm going to call them out. And if I like what they say, I'm going to say, let's see it. And they're going to come forward and retell the story they just told 1 word at a time in a small little vignette. But we need suggestions from you guys first. So could I get a suggestion of something that would fit in a bread box but is not bread? A cockatoo. A cockatoo. All right, 2 people up. Let's tell a story about a cockatoo, and let's try not to get undone.
My
Boyfriend.
can't,
Talk.
so
He.
got
A.
speaking
Cockatoo.
to
Help.
communicate
With.
me.
I.
Really
Don't.
like
The.
silence
He.
provides.
So.
The
Cockatoo.
is
Great.
Wait, the silence that a cockatoo provides? You just said that you were talking the whole time. Both of them. This story don't make any sense.
I wanted to see that scene so bad.
All right, come back. This is your punishment. Come back, and do a story about a cockatoo that doesn't say anything.
So. Brian, how are you today? Brian's good? That's great!
Yeah! And that's as far as that scene can go. How about something that you could pay $100 or more for?
Tequila.
Tequila. Let's tell a story about tequila. Steve, take it away.
I once went to Mexico and got really drunk on tequila. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It just happened. Then I
This
went.
sounds like a children's story about tequila. You both have.
That's your point.
Trying to tell a story about tequila. Tequila, go.
I once went to the liquor store and bought all of the tequila that they had. I then went and filled my bathtub and took a bubble bath made of tequila.
Let's see it.
You know, do you just want to come take this bath with me? Sweet. All right, I'll help you push. All right, ready? Okay. All right, sweet. All right, so now we only have to go up 6 flights of stairs to my apartment.
Yep.
Okay, ready?
When we get up there, let's just throw the bottles in the bathtub so they shatter rather than.
You know what? That's
pouring all
perfect.
these out.
It would take way less time to just chuck all of those in there. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna open up the window.
All right. I'll throw the bottles up.
Okay. I'll do the backboard. All right, ready?
2 at a time.
2 at a time.
You're the worst fucking roommate ever!
Yay! 2 more people up. Can I get a suggestion of something you might find in nature? In nature.
Cheese.
What?
Cheese.
Cheese nature, that happened.
I think he said trees in a Turkish
We're doing cheese!
All right,
Caves
fine. Really?
have
Smelly
cheese.
in.
That.
When
You
go
exploring
in,
caves
they
have
cheese all over
the
walls
and
floors.
I
Really
love
being
barefoot
in
caves.
because
They
stink
of
cheese.
Let's see it. Let's see all this stinky cheese you love.
I know this is only our second date, but take your shoes off. We're going in the cave.
How did you know?
What is that? Oh,
It's a cheese bat.
A cheese bat?
I've heard of them before.
they're the most poisonous kind. Did you get
I think the cheese is talking to us.
Oh my gosh! No! It's raining cheese!
Oh my gosh!
Protect yourself!
Quick!
You must
We
eat
have to
it.
eat our way out!
Eat our way out!
Oh! Baby keeps falling down! I think I'm drowning on
Oh,
cheese!
no! Wendy!
Yay, she drowned! Yay! Besides a cheese cave, what is something that's dangerous?
Hang gliding.
Hang gliding, hang gliding. Let's tell a story about hang gliding.
Yo, dude, we're so stoked to hang glide if there not any wind.
If there's not any wind,
Yeah.
Eli, you're out. Hang gliding.
Man,
Look at this
view.
Can you believe the trees look like broccoli? If we get confused, which might happen, we should be more careful of the direction we are following. So let's point out towards the North Star.
Let's see it, but let's sing about it.
You bastard.
Let's sing about it.
All these trees looking like broccolis. Oh geez, let's not fall. Swarming through the trees and the wind in the eaves, it gives me such a feeling of ease. Except when we get lost, don't wanna fall. So let's head to North Star, us all. All these trees looking like broccoli. Oh, trees,
I'm the wind.
Our next game.
That picture, Lucas.
Our next game is called Misconnections, and it's for two people. How this game works is, you know, online you can read personal ads, and how they kind of go is like, I was in the grocery store, and we really made a connection. If you want to meet up, what color were my toes or something? Something really weird, really obscure, and maybe they're connecting, maybe they're not. But we decided that we're gonna read these and do scenes about them. So I have Minneapolis Misconnections pulled up here. And could I get a name that could be a middle name from somebody? Either your actual middle name or a made up middle name.
Edward.
Edward. 5, 6 letters?
E-D-W-A-R-D. Yeah.
6. I got it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh. It's called Coffee Shop. Coffee Shop, Minneapolis. Here it goes, guys. You brought my coffee, and I was so pleased with your generosity. We sat and chatted for 15 minutes, and though we didn't exchange anything, I can't stop thinking about you. You're so sweet, you offered me the world, and in my bashfulness, you made me feel worthy. All over $10 coffee, which you teased about nonstop. I would love to take you up on dinner or do that shopping experience or get to know you better. Please respond with the name and the coffee shop where we discussed the best shopping was. Where we discussed the best shopping was. Yeah! All right, now these gentlemen are going to do a scene based on what we've just heard. Take it away, gentlemen.
Large mocha for Brad.
Yeah, that's me. I'll just go pay for it now.
No, I already got it.
I'm so touched.
Well, I mean, it's only $10.
Yeah, but with inflation, do you know how much $10 is these days?
Oh, I can handle it, trust me.
Ooh, are you banking or some other high finance?
Porn.
Ooh, porn. The plot thickens.
See, I'll tell you what, you know what? Another large mocha for Brad.
What do I? $20 on coffee? On me, a complete stranger? What are you gonna offer me the world next?
Would you accept it if I did?
I'd think about it. But only if you know the best places to go shopping here in the Twin Cities. Because I have a rule. It's a very specific rule, but we have to connect mentally on the best shopping areas if I'm ever going to give a second date.
Why don't you tell me what you think the best shopping areas are, and I'll tell you why you're wrong.
Oh, well, there's this. You may not have heard of it, but there's this little row of antique stores up in Ham Lake. I'm obsessed with it. It's tremendous.
You go to Ham Lake for antiques.
I do. Everybody knows Ham Lake is the place to go for antiques.
That's like going to Discount Foods for really good lettuce.
Wait, Discount Foods has really good lettuce?
No, that's the point, idiot.
Whoa!
I can't believe I wasted $20 on coffee.
You're calling me an idiot? You just bought me 2 coffees.
Well, you're hot.
I'm not an idiot. I'm Brad. Damn it.
Yeah, I know.
And what's your name? Oh, you're gonna wait. Don't tell me. Let's just keep talking, and I'll leave without your number or your name.
You're definitely trending that way, yes.
Well, you don't have to get so snippy about it. Let me just enjoy the first of my 2 mochas before they get cold.
3.
3? Do I have another one coming?
You do. You do. I really thought this was gonna go better.
Do you hate buying me coffee now? What is happening?
This is my move, man.
Yeah?
I wait in coffee shops and I'm like,
And you just buy coffee for handsome strangers?
I
huh?
know you're a good-looking fella, and I know your name because you gave it to the barista.
And it says out of my cup. My 3 cups. That's right.
So I was
They
really
mis-
hoping.
Listen, they misspelled Brad on the second, but luckily you knew.
It says Barbin.
I know. Like I'm Billy Shakespeare over here.
Okay, maybe.
Don't sleep on Ham Lake, I'm telling you.
Why would you go to Ham Lake for antiques when Anoka is just a little farther?
Because Anoka scares me.
It's the meth. I get it. I get the meth. The meth is terrifying. Once you get past the meth, the antiques are fabulous. See, everybody's.
That's actually a great tourism slogan for Anoka. Everybody's past the meth, the rest is all right.
No, because everybody's so blazed, they don't know what they're doing. So you can get like a whole chest for like $8.
Yeah, you can get this whole chest for 3 coffees.
$30.
That game is called Tagline. It's for everybody. Sadly, improv doesn't pay all the bills, folks. I know. So, actually it pays 1 bill. Can you guess which bill it is?
Parking.
Parking.
They bought us a roll of tape this month.
Yes, it did. It did. Netflix. We might not even be able to play Netflix with it anymore. Oh well. It's sad. So we have other jobs. And a lot of us, most of us, are in advertising. So we're going to get suggestions from you guys, and we're going to do taglines for those different things. They're probably things that don't often get advertised on TV or the internet. So what is something you want to see a commercial or a tagline? A tilt-a-whirl. Take it away, tilt-a-whirl.
Formerly called the Barfomatic.
Especially popular on St. Patrick's Day. Tilt-a-whirl.
If you're very careful, you neither tilt nor whirl.
The number 4 cause of concussions.
Tilt-a-whirl. It's the only thing Faribault, Minnesota wants to brag about.
Tilt-a-whirl.
More like tilt-a-hurl, am I right?
Tilt-a-whirl.
Pay no attention to our one-armed ride operator.
Tilt-a-whirl. Don't worry, the banging's normal. Tilt-a-whirl.
Only the 4th shittiest ride at this terrible fair.
Tilt-a-whirl.
All right, how about
Last serviced in 1955.
Tilt-a-whirl. All right, how about something else you want to see taglines for? Could be things, could be anything.
Sonoran hot dog.
Hot dogs.
The Sonoran hot dog.
So Southwestern hot dogs. Sonoran hot dog.
It's like a regular hot dog, but with lots of sand.
You'll be snoring after you eat this Sonoran. Sonoran hot dog.
Tacos by Northerners.
Sonoran hot dogs.
Buy one and get a free dessert. Dessert.
All right, how about we can market things, but we also do marketing for occupations that don't get enough love. What's an occupation that people don't have normally? That's an old one.
A shoemaker.
Shoemaker.
Doesn't pay much, but you can cobble a living out of it.
Shoemaker.
When a job stinks.
Shoemaker. Do you want to work with a bunch of elves? It's pronounced Schumacher. Shoemaker.
When your shoe really aches. Shoemaker.
Much better than a baker or a candlestick maker.
Shoemaker. Who you call when you're a little old lady with so many kids you didn't know what to do and your house needs repairs?
Shoemaker. Keebler's fallback.
Shoemaker.
Don't even try to advertise to those damn hippies over there.
Shoemaker.
Another word for someone with a foot fetish.
Ooh.
Shoemaker.
Elizabeth's parents.
Shoemaker.
Good.
Oh, Elizabeth's shoe.
And on that note, our next game is called ABC, and it's for two people. How this game works is that we're going to tell you a story, but each line of successive dialogue has to correspond with the next letter of the alphabet. Tricky, huh? So we're going to give a suggestion for their scene so they can start that, but also we're going to make it even more trickier, even more tribulation, even more uncouthness.
That's an unword.
Uncouthness, it's a word. Yes. We are going to do this scene in the style of Shakespeare. So all the lines are going to be in Shakespearean words and dialect, but they're also going to have to start with the next letter of the alphabet. So, what is your middle name, sir? That's not your middle name. That's your first name.
It's his middle name.
Alpine.
What's your first name? Nuri. Let's start with N.
Ends.
Yeah. Oh. What's a dangerous place?
Underworld.
The underworld. N. Underworld. Take it away.
Nary a day goes by, Bartholomew, where I don't think upon the life we've left behind in order to traverse this deep, dark, loathsome place.
Mind the swamp bog, for to set foot means one certain demise.
Let me know upon thine face if thou ever feels the trepidations of fear.
Ouch! the fear has already taken over and confused both my body and brain.
Please be at ease, my dear friend, for as we journey forth to search for the lost child of the king, we shall endeavor to make our kingdom right once more.
Quickly, we shall turn around the fortunes of our land. Unless this be a trick of the devil, nay, of some poor unfortunate soul who has twixt a witch's lips and mine ear brought false promise. Shh, speak of no false. That we did! We skipped letters, we skipped steps, but we shall still find the promise of a new realm.
Ooh, woe is us, for now that we have left our trail, you, we shall now never find ourselves once again upon the correct path. I worry, my dear sir, I worry, Bartholomew.
Verily, you're parched, my senor. Sup.
Was this wine before? Unless this some trick of my mind does play upon me, it has switched to vinegar.
Xanax.
Yes, it is indeed time. It is indeed time for me to procure upon mine own personage my Xanax.
Zounds, now your spirits will creep up.
Admit must I that indeed I find my spirits lifting upon this most wonderful procurement that you have provided me with, Bartholomew. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But you see, I did ingest in you hemlock.
Cursed. Cursed are you, Bartholomew. No, you are not my friend. You are not my man, Bartholomew.
Down your family's reign shall go. No more shall you hold puppet master to my peasant folk.
Esmeralda, how dare you show your face before me one time?
Fie on thee, O cursed house of the dog tooth.
Good and cursed woman, for once I found myself upon you in love and not in jest. And yet here you find me once again to curse me so.
Hues of dark and depth you shall only see now, as you fall into the soil like your wretched family name.
Just grant me this one last wish, this one last desire.
Injustice have I caused you, so thus I shall grant.
Know this, Esmeralda. Though our families may have pushed us far apart, there's no part of my heart that ever once stopped loving you.
Loving is what you mistook for lust.
May your peasantry and your house never seek or find rest. This is my dying breath.
And they die at the end, just like any Shakespeare. Just like any Shakespeare show. Wasn't that good, everybody? Our next game is called Merry Melodies, and it's for two people. How this game works, we're going to get a scene from you, and these guys are going to do a scene based on that suggestion. We're going to get a suggestion from you. These guys are going to do a scene based on that. But we're also going to get songs and melodies, merry melodies. And there's going to be melodies that anyone can follow along to, and they're going to say their dialogue along to those melodies. So if I pulled Row, Row, Row Your Boat, they would have to say, "Hello, Mr. Man, how are you today?" Or something, something like that. Something like
First
that.
line.
I know. We're not going to do Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So, can I get a suggestion of something like Row, Row, Row Your Boat that everyone knows? Old MacDonald. One of you guys get Old MacDonald, and then could I get a song of classic radio, classic rock, classic anything that anyone could know the tune to? Sweet Caroline. You guys can decide who gets what. And could I get a suggestion of someplace frigid?
A MASH unit in Korea in the winter.
Ooh. A MASH unit in Korea in the winter. Take it away.
Oh my gosh, it's freaking cold. I really want to go.
Klinger, I'm cold. Take that dress right off you. Don't you know that's not up to standard regulations?
It's the only clothes I have. I'm not going nude.
But don't you realize, Klinger, that you're never gonna get out of this place? No, you're not, 'cause you're not really mad. No, you're not.
And on this dress there are some cats. They're so very cute. Their fur right here and their whiskers there. Their fur, their whiskers everywhere, the hairballs.
Yes, and it looks really great on you, but I'm telling you that you copied my dress. I
sue me.
If that's what you thought, Klinger, let me tell you a thing or two. If I sued you, then you'd get out of the army. But I'm not gonna let you. No, I'm not, 'cause you're just a corporal.
So you're not going to sue me as an act of vengeance?
Exactly, that's what I said. Go ask Colonel Potter. He's not gonna let you out of this army. We're gonna suffer here together. Give me some wood. Not that kind.
I got maple here, I got ash right here, here an oak, there an elm, and everywhere, big trees.
This is why you can't leave this place. You've got the wood, all the wood, from the different trees all over the world. Right here, right here, right here.
Okay, so I'll start a fire. Here I go. Oh!
Merry melodies, everybody! And you got your scene about trees. We're gonna sing another song for you. We're gonna sing a hoedown song. That's for 4 people. How this game works is I'm gonna give a one-word suggestion from you guys. I'm gonna like an event, and then these guys are gonna sing out rhyming verses. Hopefully, rhyming verses to our hoedown, and it's gonna be great. So could I get a suggestion of an event where a lot of people are, besides a birthday?
Football game.
Ooh, the football game hoedown. Like that, guys? Sounds good to you?
Sure.
Football game hoedown? All right, now I got my little piece of paper here again. And there's some.
I can't get Kobe on the line.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Coming up, we have our next show, April 15th, at the same time, same place. It's tax day, so you can do your taxes and then come and have a drink and do some improv. At 7 o'clock here at Broken Clock. 7 o'clock at Broken Clock on tax day, April 15th. Cool. And then I wanted to mention our online contest called March to the Stage. We're down to four people. 4 people, and it's a game online where people get prompts and they have to figure out punny responses to those things, and then they get judged on it. And it's like the basketball march, but we don't say the thing because we don't want to get sued. So it's March to the Stage and not the other march. It's not that. It's March to the Stage. So follow us online to follow that exciting contest. The winners, there's prizes involved. So if you want free tickets, or I don't know what's all involved. What are the prizes?
Free tickets and gift cards here.
Ooh, free and gift cards.
And the winner gets to join us on stage
Oh
for
yeah,
one
that.
Wonderful. That's all I got. So after this, they're going to sing a song, and then we're going to take a brief intermission. I'll tell you the exact time we'll be back. So it'll be like 10 minutes roughly. And then we'll come back for the second half. So take it away.
I went to a football game to watch the grass and run. I knew that if I stayed the whole time it would be such fun. But just when the visitors were about to beat the hosts, their kicker stepped up from 60 yards through the goalposts. I went to a football game just to tailgate, but the night before I went,
I stayed up way too late. I did not mean to be a bore, but I think I was the winner. I got the final
snore.
During the weekdays, I read about my lineage, but on the weekends, I'm about that line of scrimmage. Because my husband, out of the house I send, 'cause all I wanna do is watch all the tight ends.
My girlfriend and I went to the football game. After that day, our relationship is not the same. The ref saw her fondling me up there in the stands, and they penalized my girlfriend for illegal use of hands.
Illegal use of hands. We'll be back at 8 o'clock.
We are undervalued, underfined, uncivil, and unkind. Time to unload for unavoidable, unwind, unabated, undebated, untamed, and unshamed. Unseated underdogs, unwise and unafraid. Unwaxed, underripe, no matter the season. Unprecedented, unpretentious, and uneven. The Fantastic Voyage Show.
So, hi! Welcome back to the second half of our show with Fantastic Voyage Improv. So we're gonna kick off the top of the second half here with a game that's called Entrances and Exits, and this is an all-play game. So if we can get all the players back out here again, let's give them all a round of applause. Yeah. So the way this game is gonna work, we're gonna have two people that are gonna start this. They're gonna start the scene, and we're gonna get a suggestion for a town. So start thinking of like a town name, and
Like a real town?
no, like a pretend town that does not exist. In fact, why don't we try to think of a town name that has something to do with spring or St. Patrick's Day, or just think of the name. And we'll have two people start the scene, and whenever somebody wants to come into that scene, they'll actually end up starting a new scene, and we'll watch and see how the scene continues and where it ends up. So, if I can get a town name,
Rocksham.
I love it, Rocksham. So here we are with Rocksham. Take it away.
I told you shouldn't have done it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know it was gonna turn out like this. You were right.
Yep. And now, this is our punishment. You just had to have those shoes.
Yeah, but on the bright side, we've never been in better shape.
I should probably swing with the other arm.
You can switch. Your hands are bleeding now. That can't be good.
Sometime earlier. Those thieving kids. Those thieving kids stole me shoes.
I know they stole your shoes. Okay, we're gonna get them back. Okay? Indentured servitude is our plan.
Indentured servitude. How does it work?
Okay, so we're gonna get your shoes back. Okay?
Yeah, me shoes. Me
Yes,
shoes.
I know.
Me
Okay.
lucky shoes.
Yes, and we're gonna trick him into it.
I've been wearing Crocs all day.
Yeah. Okay. You've been wearing Crocs. Okay. And
They're not me lucky shoes. Though.
I know they look comfy, but
They're not me lucky shoes.
they're
though.
not your lucky shoes. Okay, we're gonna trick them into work in the rock field. Okay. We'll entice them with some shepherd's pie.
Ooh, shepherd's pie. I love
Guinness.
shepherd's pie.
Okay.
Yeah.
And once they get that, their bill is their time in the rock quarry. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the fields.
Oh, you little sheep. You're all destined for pie. You didn't know? Rocksham is world famous for our pie. Me being the shepherd,
herding the sheep. Whoa, calm down. You guys play a very important role in society. People love you. They love you so much. They sing songs about you. All you have to do is just walk through that gate, into the little room, you die a little bit, and then you're famous!
Go back to that part where you die a little bit.
Just scooch right on past that.
Meanwhile, at the sheep union. The field conditions are not good enough.
Not good enough.
No, I say we strike.
Okay, I hear that. Okay, we've said we have a mandatory 8-hour sleeping period. Okay, but in order to do that, we need to have a line of volunteers.
Meanwhile, at the Council of Shepherds, rumor has it, Dave, the sheep are organizing. That's right, Mark. The sheep are organizing, by hook or by crook. We knew it was only a matter of time, gentlemen. What are we gonna do? We can't eat them all.
We're gonna have to come up with another kind of pie.
There are no other kinds of pie.
This looks like this seems to me like a problem for you.
You know, when they passed that ordinance that allowed the livestock to unionize, weren't you the one who rammed that through?
You know whose fault this is? You!
You!
Meanwhile, in the alleyway outside. Okay, if they fall asleep, you're still out here. You're in the meeting. We're in the alleyway. Okay, if we go out there.
Sheep for shears.
Sheep for shears. Okay, yes, we're going to go hop past them one at a time. If they fall asleep, they won't have enough votes to overtake us.
Wait. Every time we go by, we have to count.
Yes, and they'll fall asleep and not enough votes. One.
Overthrow the masters.
The motion carries. Bah!
Oh, son of a bitch! Oh, how did you get
Ah!
Damn you, shame!
George Orwell couldn't have written it better.
I blame you! Me?
No, you!
You!
I blame you! How about you?
You pulled the wool over our eyes.
Oh, he just put me in cheese.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, was actually the game Meanwhile at. That is what I wanted them to play. They read my mind. That is the game. So, yeah, and we watched them get a little bit untangled there, and then they, yeah. So for this next game, we're gonna do something called sit, stand, and blank. Now, for the blank, here, since we just did a scene about sheep, okay, what is something you would do with like sheep stuff, okay, or sheep?
Sheep stuff.
Yeah, like sheep have like fleece.
I know what stereotypically happens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's a careful place to
We're
go.
not going there, folks. We're keeping it PG.
Thank God.
You have sheep meat, people, or sheep milk, or sheep cheese, or
Sheep cheese.
yeah. Okay.
Sheep-ish.
Sheepish, yeah. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna call it then, since I'm not getting
thinking about sheep today, aren't we?
Alright, and take it away.
I'm sick of sheep. The sheep everywhere.
I keep counting them and I just can't stop. We're so high up on this mountain.
There's sheep everywhere. I'm sick of it.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
I just really can't do this anymore. I lost count.
I broke my counter.
You broke your abacus?
Yeah, it's shaking.
It is. Oh my goodness. All right. So, okay.
I have an idea.
All right. Please, for the love of God, I can't stop
Okay,
counting sheep.
so what we're gonna do
Yeah.
is we're gonna just scribble on this piece of paper
Never
a
mind.
big old 0.
0.
There's gonna be
Okay.
0.
0 what?
0 everything. 0 of what we're supposed to be here to
I
count.
can't see.
We're supposed to be here to count sheep. 0! We're supposed to be here to count trees. 0!
Okay. Look, here's the thing. Here's really the thing. There's just so much grass everywhere, and I just feel like if
That's
we were
the
to go and maybe, you know what? Maybe instead of just vacationing,
That's the thing.
What if we totally like document everything that we see here? You know what I mean? Just absolutely count all the birds in the sky. Maybe if we were to go ahead and
Have you been smoking some sheep?
I'm always smoking sheep, okay? That's what we've been doing for the last 3 days. I can't do it anymore, and honestly, if you could really just...
Have a seat!
Okay, all right,
I'll tell you
all right.
my idea.
I'm gonna dance the sheep dance.
We burn it all. What?
Burn it all.
We burn it all.
Burn it all.
We set fire to this bush right here, and then it spreads over to that tree over there, and then that sheep gets a little bit cooked up a little. That's fine. That's delicious. And then it's a big 0, man. And then we can just put 0 on the paper.
It's
and
a big net 0 for all of it. And as we like seed our little pieces of flame across the countryside, we finally get the recognition this company has deserved as a true
so I'm going-
biological disaster.
don't mind me. I'm just rubbing 2 sticks
No,
together.
look at you.
So,
Nothing's plenty of stuff to see over here.
Yep, just
so in the sheep company, if we burn all the sheep, what the fuck are we doing?
See,
look, man.
look,
What?
look,
Please
look,
tell me.
look,
Tell me.
I'm
What
trying.
would we be doing? What would we be doing if we burned all our sheep?
We're
in
on
our sheep
vacation
company?
in New Zealand.
Our sheep aren't even here.
Wiggle or something.
Holy shit!
Look, we're trying to niche our way into the sheep wool market. And unfortunately, there's just too much competition here in New Zealand.
You take a sheet,
Yeah.
you take another sheet, all right?
Yeah.
And you rub them together. You rub them together, and you build up a bunch of static like
Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
And then you put it next to the bush. Fire!
Fire!
And then you whoosh that
There
fire.
it goes.
And then people give us money.
Because we're the only ones with sheep.
Look, they asked us to count things,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
And if 0's the number we come up with, we're not wrong.
And if 0 is the number we come up with, there is then a gap for us to fill.
And if 0 is the number we come up with, that's the amount of money we'll have.
All right. 0. 0's the number. That's how much. That's what's happening here. All right. All right. So our next game here, we're gonna need Bill and Blake up here. So the rest of you can clear the stage. All right. For this next scene, it's gonna be about sheep. No, it's not. So this next game here, it's something that's called Sing It. So we're gonna need they will then sing their thoughts about the scene and progress the scene on. So, for a word of suggestion, what is the strangest object that someone would have in their garage? Okay, alright. So, your inspiration for this scene is a hippopotamus. And can we just get a relationship between these two?
Neighbors.
Neighbor. Oh, neighbors. What were you going to say?
I was gonna say babysitter and baby, like babysitter and child.
Oh, well, they can be babysitter and baby child. Babysitter, baby child neighbors. And hippopotamus is your word of inspiration. And take it away.
Teddy, tell me another story about that hippopotamus.
Okay. All right. Huey the hippopotamus was a happy hippopotamus.
New name. I'm waiting.
Harvey the hippopotamus
Better.
was a happy hippopotamus. He lived in the jungle with many of his animal friends.
Do hippopotamuses live in jungles? I thought they lived in African deltas.
He lived in the African delta. They splashed in the water and played and had fun like happy hippos do.
What were his friends' names?
Hilda, Harriet, and Humphrey.
Did they not have any other letters in the alphabet but H?
Alliteration is very important in hippo societies.
Why don't you sing about it?
You're a hippo in a colony, in a river delta. It's easy to see that when it comes to names, they all have to start the same. It's just the way it is, the way it's been for centuries. 'Cause when it comes to hippos and their names, it's not a game.
Not a game.
Alliteration is absolutely essential. Alliteration. If you don't have it, you'll lose your hippo credential. Gotta have the same first letter. Always gotta be an H.
Gotta be an H.
Which is annoying for people who sing because nothing rhymes with H.
Nothing rhymes with H. No, no. Nothing rhymes with H. No, sir. That is a dumb letter. Woo. So go on. This was a great story.
You know what? I tell the story, and I can't keep telling the story, but why don't you act it out as I tell it?
Okay.
So the happy hippos were splashing away in the delta one day, when suddenly they saw Lyle the crocodile.
Fuck me. I live in the water. It doesn't bother me. It's not working. It's not working.
Your bedtime was an hour ago.
What?
Fine, you're up. You're here. Play.
I wanted to be part of the story.
Be the
Yeah.
crocodile. Be the
And
crocodile.
let it be the crocodile. Oh, crocodile. Oh, God. He's got me. I'm not so happy anymore.
And Lyle the crocodile viciously tickled the hippo.
Oh.
Because you're children and this is a bedtime story, violently mauling
tickling is
Yes.
okay?
Sing about tickling hippos. Tickling hippos. Tickling.
Won't you join us, Lyle?
Yeah, I will.
Tickling hippos is the most fun you can have. When you go down to the river delta and play with them, they like to splash around, they'll even bite your head.
Bite your head.
It's totally worth it, even if you would be dead.
You will be
Tickling hippos is the best.
You'd be
Tickling hippos is the best.
so
Tickle a hippo. Tickle a hippo.
Tickle a hippo. Tickle a hippo. Tickle a hippo. Tickle a hippo. Tickle a hippo. Tickle a hippo. Tickle a hippo. Oh no. Tickle a hippo. What have I done? Tickle a hippo. Too many hippos to choose from for me to tickle and or eat. Oh my God, I'm a carnivore. Do I tickle or do I chew? Which do I choose? Tickle or chew? Hippos. Tickle my hippo. Tickle my hippo. Tickle my hippo. Tickle my hippo.
Tickle my hippo.
Good Broadway musical.
Yeah.
Coming to theaters near you.
See it at fringe festivals.
Following Hamilton. All right. So for this next one here, we're going to be doing a game called Spelling Bee. If I can have all the players come out. So the way this little game is going to work. So what you don't know about these guys is they are all brilliant. Like we're talking like gifted and talented and all the things, and they can spell like crazy. And we're all going to get to experience that today. And what they're going to do, so we're going to get some words for them to spell from our audience, okay? And they will say the word, spell the word, say the word again, and then give us a definition. Now, we're going to see how this goes. Let's think of a nice, simple word for them. Just any plaid. All right, let's start with you, Blake. Can you just start? All right. So you can start the spelling, but say all the words together. Say the word together, and then you can start.
Plaid.
P.
L.
A-I-D. Plaid.
And what's the definition for plaid?
A
Pattern.
That.
I
Really hate
but
Sometimes.
In.
confidence
where.
so that
I.
Can.
be
Somewhat country.
Plaid.
Excellent. So as you can see, they are all incredibly intelligent here. So let's think of a slightly longer word than that. Symphony. That sounds like a good one. Let's start.
Symphony.
S.
I.
M
P-H.
O.
N.
I.
Symphony.
Symphony.
And what does symphony mean?
A
Collection of
Italian
Instruments.
symphony.
All right, great symphony. You know what? That sounds pretty cool. Italian instruments. I dig it. Can we just see a quick scene about symphony?
bibbidi bobbidi boobidi abba.
Hey, what you gonna do? Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, mamma mia. Hey, you got to work together. Hey, you gotta put in the timpani. What are you doing? What are you gonna do?
Being.
Ecumenical.
Great! Let's do a quick scene about this.
I have an extra Q. Does any of you words want it?
I'm amenable to that.
There you go, ecumenical. You can have the extra Q.
Cool. I'd like to buy a consonant.
I need some NyQuil.
Oh, hang on.
I got a key for you.
Yeah.
Quit.
Oh, okay.
I've been waiting in his queue all day.
Father, is there something you'd like to say?
I came here for the tidings, but it seems like you're all sinners who need the
We don't got any cues for
We
you.
don't have no.
We have no cues to give.
We're letter bereft.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you thought of a mission to the other places that are missing cues?
Like Ecuador?
You know where they have a surplus of cues?
Where?
England.
That's true. I think they have cues everywhere.
Everybody's queuing in.
Every store. Every
Yeah.
They're all
Yes.
queued up up
all
there.
the train stations.
Yeah. I'd say we make our mission trip to England for the cues.
We rob them of the cues.
We rob them of the cues.
What sort of
And then
presidents?
beat them up.
No.
No, you don't always have to beat everybody up.
Oh.
Well, if they're Protestant, I got no problem with that.
Yeah.
How long is
To
this?
England!
Hey! There we go! And that was spelling bee!
How many blackout lines do we have to give?
You guys kept like, they were just rolling off the tongue. I was just like, now I'll do it. No. I was trying not to be too trigger happy. All right. I guess I should have been a little more unrestrained and turning off unrestrained. All right. So, since you guys are all standing up here, we're gonna do a quick round of 185 here before we wrap up our show for the night. So 185 is one of our lineup games, and you know, because we're in an improv group, people generally like to think that we're funny or something, and so
What?
I know. So, and one of the ways we do this, it goes a little bit something like 185 blanks walk into a bar, and the bartender says blah blah blah, and so we have to give them a word of suggestion for what these 185 things are. So, to get us started, what is an occupation that doesn't exist anymore?
Besides shooting.
Besides shoemaker, yes, no shoemaker.
And shepherd. You're talking about
I'm
the
fairly
sheep.
certain we're all wearing shoes, therefore shoemaker does exist.
Yeah, actually,
Some
that's a
didn't
good
make
point.
these.
Yeah, I mean, it could be telephone operator. Telephone operator. All right.
$185 telephone operators walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We're not serving telephone operators here." And the telephone operators say, "Well, we'll just get in another line."
185 telephone operators walk into a bar. And the bartender's like, I can't serve 185 telephone operators here. And the telephone operators go, oh!
185 telephone operators walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, I can't serve you you telephone operators. Last time, all you did was go around and say, with your beers, and say, please hold, please hold, please hold.
Check it out, 185 telephone operators walk into a bar, and the bartender says, I'm sorry, I'm not serving you phone operators again. And the operator says, what do you mean, you served us last time? And the guy says, well, yeah, but that was before I learned about all your hang-ups.
185 telephone operators walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Hey guys, how you doing tonight? What can I get you?" And the telephone operators say, "I'll take 8 Bloody Marys, 6 lagers, 7 whiskeys, 5 tequilas, 3 martinis." We don't actually want any of them. We don't want any. Okay, cool. And then if we could get 9 buttery nipples, and the bartender says, "All right, will you accept the charges?"
185 telephone operators walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We're not serving all of you. You better keep on walking towards the Verizon."
All right, we can do one more 185. So this got me thinking about the drinking, and it got me thinking about St. Patrick's Day. A lot of times people are drinking beer at breakfast, even though we're not supposed to. So what is something else that like you would never eat for breakfast?
Pink flamingos.
Okay, all right, pink flamingos. 185 pink flamingos.
185 pink flamingos walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, I can't serve pink flamingos here. I can't serve any animals here." And the pink flamingos go, "No, we're not pink flamingos. You don't understand. We're undercover officers. We're here on, like on a mission. We got to act like we fit in here." And the bartender goes, "That story doesn't have one leg to stand on."
185 pink flamingos walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "Hey guys, look, I'm really sorry, the machine is down. We can't take plastic tonight."
All right, there we go. And that is 185. Okay, so we only have time for one more game for the night. Yeah. So we're gonna do our regular closer clue that we do. So I need one of you guys to stay with me, and the rest of you to leave.
Zach's like, no, fuck.
Zach's like, "No, I'm staying."
I was like, I didn't move, you guys leave.
So this little game, it works a little bit like the game telephone, except that it requires miming. And what's going to happen is there has been a murder. Yeah. And so we gotta get our detectives to guess where the location has happened, who did the murder, and what was the weapon. So, first thing up is we need a location. So, what is, for a location, what is a place that you would not want to go by yourself? You'd want to go with a friend.
A hibachi grill.
Great, a hibachi grill. How's that sound?
Hibachi grill.
Hibachi grill, all right. And for an occupation, let's think here. What's an occupation that requires you to stand? Like you're on your feet. Maybe you're not standing still. Maybe you're moving around. Maybe you're dancing. But you're not sitting in a chair. So salsa teacher. A salsa teacher.
Salsa teacher.
Salsa teacher. Okay. And for our final suggestion, we need a weapon.
A smokestack.
A smokestack. I love it. It's going to be a smokestack. Okay, so for our location, just to repeat, we have
Hibachi
grill. For the profession,
Salsa dancer.
yes, and for the weapon,
Smokestack.
great. And I think we are ready for our first detective. So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
First detective, come back!
Zabba-dabba-ba. Zabba-dabba-ba.
Oh, c'est bizarre, ça.
Zabba-dabba. What's a ball?
The location was a hibachi grill.
Yay! All right. Okay, wow. Wow, that's impressive. Okay, and what was we're going to go to the occupation of the murderer.
The occupation was a dance instructor.
Oh, so not quite. What kind of a dance instructor?
Oh, I was going to say waltz.
No.
Okay.
No. All right.
It was a tango instructor.
Closer. No. Steve. Detective Steve.
It was a salsa instructor.
Yay!
That's the only other dance I know.
All right. And lastly, the murder weapon.
Oh yeah, how I want to go out. Secondhand weed smoke.
No, I understand why you thought that.
Oh.
That is not correct. All right, Detective Eli.
A cigarette extender.
No. Detective Steve.
It was a campfire.
No.
Really? Because that's what he did.
It was a smokestack.
All right, well, let's give it up for these detectives.
Hey, just like we love stuff. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Anyway, let's get all of our members up here. Again, we're Fantastic Voyage Improv. If you like this, we perform here. We do have some upcoming shows. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook and on YouTube. And help me out, Steve. What am I forgetting to talk about?
That's
it. It's March Madness.
No, you can't say that. We're gonna soon.
Oh,
March to the stage.
March to the stage.
It's
March
definitely not March.
That.
The other
Listen,
word.
it's not that word.
No
It'll be
craziness happens in
bleeped
March.
out.
It is
Anyway,
not the Ides of Insanity.
no.